Hey Kiran, how are you?
Hey Akshat, welcome, come in.
How is your workday going?
Workday is very interesting today actually, Akshat. So we take our corporate social responsibility very seriously as an organization, and I'm planning a few visits for some reviews next week. And I believe a good plan is half the job done. So just spending my day on that today.
So reducing your work stress. I think same applies to finance as well.
You're right. Good planning just takes away all the worries.
So let's go and talk about financial planning.
Sounds good.
Hi everyone, welcome to Finance Made Simple by Canara HSBC Life Insurance. Today we are joined by Kiran, who is the Chief People Officer at the firm, and today we are going to speak about financial planning and the financial stress that people go through. So let's talk about financial planning. You're responsible for handling so many people, and what is your key advice to anyone watching the show in terms of financial planning?
Financial planning, I believe, is the cornerstone for a happy and peaceful life ahead. It's the most important thing that we can do for ourselves, our retired lives, and also for our children.
So how have you seen the financial planning aspect change? Because these days, so many people give financial advice. People generally are reading up more because there is general interest in finance. So how have you seen the landscape change over the last few years?
It's been wonderful, Akshat, especially people like you, and so many more people are advising about finance, which is important. But finally, every individual has to take a decision basis their needs, their desires, their future plans, and what is it that they want from life. Hence, it's important to hear everything, read everything, but finally do what is right for you. But I'm very glad the landscape has changed today, and everybody is a lot more aware than they were earlier. However, with this, there can also be a risk of overinvestment sometimes, or taking some rash decisions, which is where people like yourselves and so many other advisors come in handy, who can support people to take wise and smart decisions.
So let's talk about some actionable points that all of us can execute. So let's imagine that someone is extremely new, because a lot of youngsters might be joining your organization. This might be their first job. So what are some tips or points that you would generally advocate for people who are just beginning their careers?
For people who are beginning their careers, Akshat, though chartered accountants and financial planners may not agree, but I would say first 2 years, just enjoy yourself. You've just come out of a lot of studying. This is your first job. So really no harm in enjoying yourself a little bit. But post that, post your first year maybe, or 18 months or 24 months, definitely we should start planning our investments. A good way to do this is a 50-30-20 rule, which is 50% on your needs, 30% on your desires, and 20% for your active retirement planning, depending on how soon you want to retire. Frame a goal, take advice from whoever you trust, your mentors, financial gurus, books. A lot of information is available out there, and then start breaking it up into small, medium, and long-term goals, and put it out there in front of you, which you can see on a continuous basis, and edit wherein as and when required.
So you discussed one rule, which is 50-30-20. This is a very talked about rule.
Yes.
We also speak quite extensively about it in finance. Are there other set of rules that you follow as well, which we can somewhat quantify?
The most important rule is start early.
Okay.
Start investing early, start planning early. Figure out how you want to live your life. There are people who may want to live more luxuriously today and plan a little bit for the future. There are people who may want the reverse. Depending on your requirements, have a goal, have a plan, and always remember not to invest beyond your means.
All right. And in your line of work, what type of major mistakes you have seen? You have covered a lot, but what generally would cause like financial havoc on people?
Financial havoc sometimes is in our hands, sometimes it's not. Sometimes the world around us collapses like it did in the last few years, and caught us by surprise. So sometimes it's not in our hand, but we can minimize the damage if, like I said earlier, we have planned appropriately. Insurance, for example, is a good plan to have. It gives you good returns, it covers your risk, and it is a very good financial instrument. Having said that, there are multiple other things that one could look at, not putting all eggs in one basket and spreading our risks, so we are better taken care of in the future.
So Kiran, any final thoughts that you think that we missed and people should know of?
Now, I think we covered everything, but just to summarize, I want to say this: procrastination is the enemy of every good habit. So don't procrastinate, get on the financial planning bus today, and the bus comes every day. So just hop onto it, take small baby steps and get going, invest early, and take help from mentors and all the support available as much as you can.
All right, thank you so much, Kiran, and you summarized it really, really well. Thank you for joining us, and I will see you on the next episode.
Canara HSBC Life Insurance. Promises का partner.